What's up, dudes and dudettes of the internet? My name's Scythe, and we are back again for some more Diablo 3. Mario, and Luigi Mario. I don't know why I don't make that joke more often. I probably do. Hi, how y'all doing? Hope you're doing fantastically wonderful today. Hope this video makes your day even better, everybody. Although I have been very, very busy off camera, that is to say, not playing this game, I wanted to show you my other mage today because I keep talking about it and everybody keeps requesting me to actually show it off, so that's exactly what we're gonna end up doing. This is the spells that I was using. Very, very strange build. A lot of what, wow, look, the ability that I was originally using in this slot is gone. I don't even know what I used on him. All right, well, anyways, oh, I hate this new map. It's so confusing. Where is everything? Where's this place that I want to go? I want to go to Fields of Misery, just so I can kind of show y'all what I would do with this guy. He's very, very weird. So first of all, put on our armor ability, and I will show the gear that I've got too, which is just, I guess, all of this stuff. And then you can see our damage is not the best, toughness, recovery. Here's all the extra details for people that nerd it up. Nerd! He's not really the most like crazy character you've ever seen, but see that lightning strike? Now, this is the whole point of our build. We go in, we get up close and personal, we're constantly casting everything on cooldown pretty much as often as we can. We do have our panic button, and we're using our explosive damage like constantly, so it kind of gets us to be nice up close and personal. The panic button is of course number 4 for this guy. I don't know why I said our right click was the panic button, but as you can see, we're just absolutely invincible. I mean, granted, like, these are just early enemies, yes, but the whole point is this did work. I don't know if it necessarily is as viable as it used to be, because I don't know if I talked about this. I hope that I did in one of the videos, but one of the reasons why this build is completely nulled now is because Spectral Blade actually has gain a protective shield each cast. So you can see right here, you get a protective shield for 3 seconds that absorbs 4% of your life in damage. I think that this stacks, I'm not exactly sure, but either way, that kind of nulls this, because that was one of the newer abilities in one of the patches that wasn't available way back in the day. So that's why, like, my build here was actually a very, very weird one, kind of based on a lot of stuff. Not to mention, you know, just this dagger right here. You can see we've got insane attack speed. Well, actually, I think that's pretty normal for a dagger, so rip me. But we got crit damage. This is just for health. I guess that's all it was for, mostly just for the intelligence, I bet. Or maybe it's for the resistance or thorn damage. I don't even remember, in all honesty. I know that the hat was one of the big things that was part of the build. So yeah, we've got the explosive damage, etc., etc. Very, very fun build, but not really viable anymore. So without further ado, let's get back to our main character. This guy's cooler anyways. I feel more attached to him. Not to mention, we went into the game with this guy knowing customization was key. Look, I am the king, and as the king, I demand you to punch the like button for me right in its square in the nose face. Thank you so much if you do, by the way. And thanks for the continued support. I know I already said that, but I really do mean it, because it makes it awesome, you know, because I was just going into this game for fun first, and the fact that people are actually interested in watching it makes me very, very excited, because I didn't know that as many of you that are fans of me were also fans of Diablo 3, you know, because this game is absolutely awesome. Like, seriously, I've been having an absolute blast with it, and I'm very, very excited and happy, that, oh no. Oh no, I completely forgot how to play this guy. We also have our big laser of death. It's been like way too long since I played him. My goodness gracious. Like I said, I was very, very busy, folks, just doing stuff kind of off camera. And by off camera, I mean, I wasn't really on Diablo, and when I was actually just hanging out on my witch doctor grinding stuff. He's a weird character, that guy, but I like him. I like him a lot. So yeah, another thing too, just a common question that people are always asking me is Reaper of Souls. What's gonna happen with that? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna end up planning, I'm definitely planning to play Reaper of Souls, everybody. The only reason that I haven't gotten it yet is because I want to see where I stand once I end up like completing this series and kind of getting to the end, you know, and not to mention, not only just to see where all of you are at, you know, maybe we'll all be tired of Diablo by then, and then I'll give it a little bit of a break before I end up doing the rest, or maybe I'll end up busy with a bunch of other series and stuff like that, you know, but that's the whole point, is I'm kind of gonna wait and see what happens. But of course, if everybody's still really, really into it, and myself included, like if I'm really enjoying it, then we're definitely gonna end up just starting right into the expansion. That would be so cool. And I would love to eventually as well. I don't know if that would ever happen, but if everybody's that into the series, I would love to be able to experiment with some of the other classes, especially the Crusader. But the problem is we'd have to start again, because I don't think you can go into the expansion area without, like, already having, like, a character that's already a high level and stuff. Okay, so we got a whole bunch of new stuff. What is it? So we got our first one, increase the maximum number of enemies that can be electrocuted. Yes, please, that sounds very, very good. Wave of Force also got, instead of the one that we're using, which repels projectiles and knocks back nearby enemies and slows them. Wow. Enemies hit deal reduced damage for a short duration. That's actually very, very good for a defensive trait, but I like using this one because of our slow time that I haven't used the entire episode. Ice armor or the familiar. Ooh, I didn't even equip our ice armor. You know what? Summon a mystical familiar companion, and your familiar is immune to damage and assists you in combat. So he does 240 weapon damage as arcane. Now, we don't necessarily have anything built for arcane, but added damage is always a good thing, because it's not like we need the defense of our armor or anything like that. Teleport! Teleport instantly to another location with an 11-second cooldown and 50 yards. So, do we want to end up using that instead of our number 2? Yes, please. Let's actually try it out, because I love teleport. I love it. Hee hee! See you later, Templar, idiot! Oh, I love him. He's my best friend. Just kidding, he's not. You are. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna teleport into there for some weird reason. Oh, we also gotta cast our familiar, give us some extra damage, because that's the other thing too, is the familiar and the passives. It's a passive. The passive buffs, where you end up summoning a familiar or putting armor around yourself, I would recommend only because it's not gonna be draining your, magic every 5 seconds, you know? Like everything else. Go get them, creature. I will do this, teleport, and then fight you in the face! Hee hee! Oh man, that's so cool. I love it. Okay, you guys are hurting me quite a bit. What's wrong with you? Seriously, get out of my face. I love it, man. I'm so happy I picked the wizard again. Because I love the character, and I love his abilities. Like, they're so cool. Now, the other thing, too, that eventually you could end up doing with the teleport is I think there's one ability, I think, unless they ended up changing it, but there used to at least be a rune where you could teleport 2 times in rapid succession only, and then the cooldown would take place. Let's actually see if that's still there. Take less damage. After casting teleport for a short duration, you can cast teleport again. Yes, exactly. So what you would end up doing with that build is you teleport in, put a bunch of meteors or damage down and stuff like that, then teleport away as fast as humanly possible. Because, you know, magic. It's beautiful. I gotta keep remembering, too, to throw down our Hydra as much as possible. Now, I don't think... Yeah, so our time barrier is not working against us and slowing our abilities down like it would in Trove. It's actually working just for us. Whoa! Okay. Whoops. My bad. I shouldn't have teleported all in your face like that, but that's okay. Yes, come towards me right into my trap! Yeah! Oh, no, they're scaring me. Oh, my goodness gracious. Boo! Hee hee! Yes! That was not really required, but I still really enjoyed it. Why did I hear something go, Kaki! Oh! Treasure Goblin! Kill the treasures! Give me all the treasure, I don't care! Get back here, you little freak! Yeah! Now, wow, that guy gave us a lot of goodums. I don't know if that can happen to us this early on, but that's actually something else that's new as far as I'm concerned, everybody. Let's put him down so that he can take care of it and we can grab all this junk. But they ended up adding, like, normally this wasn't here, where you can actually kill the treasure goblins. Maybe it's only when we go to the terror difficulties. I don't know. But you can actually kill a treasure goblin, and it has a rare chance of opening a portal to the greedy domain, where you end up getting gold for years. And then there's also kind of a plushy chibi type of treasure goblin that you can rarely find, and he will actually open a portal to the secret cow level, which of course isn't the secret cow level in this game, but that's what we're gonna call it because who cares? You all know what I mean. It's the exact same thing anyways. Look at this. We don't need to open gates. Oh, we do. Oh yeah, we ended up generating all these freaks down here. Good. I like it. It feels good. I love, over-exaggerated magic. Protection shrine, I don't need that. I'm not a scrubber ducky, and now that we have teleport, oddly enough, like, see, that's the thing, too, that I love about coming back to this game, is the fact that, like, I'm playing very differently than I used to. Like, you kind of saw with that other build that I had, it was kind of more, like, it was offensive, yes, but on a defensive side, if that makes sense, you know? As opposed to now where I'm taking all the fast-paced, like, go, 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 kill everything as fast as we can types of things. Now, this is where, I think it was right in here anyways, there's a rare chance where this would end up spawning as a different fireplace that you could interact with, and that was actually where you ended up getting one of the key items in order to craft the staff that brought you to the magic cow level. I don't know if that's still a thing, but it might still be. Soul Portal, we got our first thing. Increase the potency of movement speed reduction and reduces the cooldown. Get out of here, you. I'm trying to change my spells. That's beautiful. And then Storm Armor ended up getting ranged and melee attackers are shocked by lightning damage. Alright, that sounds better than a familiar. Oh, it looks cool too. Alright, I like it. So that's more like defensive, offensive type of thing, kind of similar to what we were just talking about, right? We also ended up getting a bunch of new gear, which could end up actually reduces the cooldown of stuff. I do like that, but I don't like losing our X points. Because X points is what it's all about. What is this? That's not as good. Oh well. Did we get anything else? No, just a bunch of junk. Alright. Well, either way. That lightning's scaring me. It hurts my eyes. Just kidding. We are the lightning thief. I still don't really know what... Hee. That's not necessarily doing anything, but I do enjoy it. Yeah! Wow, that really is, like, slowing them down. Wow! I barely escaped from the butcher. I don't care. I'm gonna start skipping all the dialogue, folks. I know I did mention that another time, but yeah, it is true. Now, I know we did already just get a waypoint there, and technically we could call the episode, but let's go a little bit overtime today. Folks, what do you say? Just because we're getting close to the butcher! We're gonna be getting to Act 2 any moment now, folks. But yeah, we'll get to the next waypoint instead, or at least until we have to go to town. We'll see, whichever one ends up coming first. Now, not necessarily those enemies. Sometimes you will end up seeing these dudes that are kind of chanting. And as you end up coming up to them, if they end up finishing their chant, they will actually turn into more powerful enemies. And at the late game anyways, they're a problem, kind of. Not really, though. Wow, look at that. The fact that we're slowing down the projectiles, too. Look at, what? Where'd the projectile even go? Did it go into one of his friends? Or did it disappear after he died? Blech. That's okay. We didn't need to kill that zombie, but he's a zombie. He deserved a second death. Did we end up getting lucky and going to the right spot? Oh, I love that. I love the teleportations. Oh man, you scared me, dude. Okay, yeah, this place is kind of brutal, kids, so sorry about that. Oh, we got some of those big freaks. Wow! I might actually continue using this buff on our slow time. That's actually really good. You're the ones that transform. We got them all, don't worry. Like, look at that. They can't even get through it before they end up getting shreked. Especially with our Hydra in there causing all sorts of damage too. Like, hey, how dare you chant while I'm still near you? I'm gonna read my book. Look, he's such a nerd. Nerd! I'm a nerd too, don't worry. That's why I'm allowed to make fun. Custom soundtrack or sound custom soundboard. That's what you do every time you use the destruction laser. Did I scare any of you away yet? I hope so. Hydra of Destiny, destroy all my enemies. Oh, it's beautiful. It's gonna be nice when we end up getting our other Hydra ability. Now, Rune, I mean, I still am not exactly sure what element we're gonna go for, and more so than that, one of my all-time favorite spells. What? Oh, I just missed it. One of my all-time favorite spells in the Diablo universe is Meteor. And that's a spell that we end up getting as a mage. I don't know what I'm going to end up swapping out for that spell, folks. Because I'm really liking what we have right now. Maybe I'll swap that out with our lightning armor. But again, then that's more mana drained and more for us to focus on doing and stuff like that. Now, see, this is one of the things, too, I want to get to the point here. This is one of the things that I absolutely love about this game's design, and this is what made me have, like, huge props for the design team behind this game, even despite the fact that, you know, there wasn't, you know, Diablo when it first came out, there wasn't that good a rep for it and everything like that, and just yada, yada, yada. But one of the things that you could never argue about was its design. Now, as you saw with all of those traps going on and stuff, not to mention all of the fire that's going on, all of this stuff is actually giving the player, us, cues. Visual cues, you know, whether or not, like, how we actually are going to be fighting the boss, because the boss of the act ends up using similar abilities to all of the traps that are going on, right? And it's just, that's what I love about it, is the fact that, like, you know, oh, there's fire, which that one doesn't really count, but it kind of, like, teaches the player through experience rather than kind of instructing us, like, you know, we go into the fight blind and don't really know what to do. Also, you probably already saw what we did 2 seconds ago on that group of elite mobs or champ mobs or whatever they're called, and I like that, where we end up putting our time barrier down and then we teleport through it, thus extending our time barrier technically by 2, right? Kind of. Like, that's cool, man. I like it. You guys, okay, please destroy them. I want to take a peek at my skills. Can I look at my skills yet? There we go. So we've got our Spectral Blades, which I don't really like. Gain arcane power for each enemy hit. That's okay. That doesn't really matter. Our Tornado ended up getting Gale Force. Enemies hit by the Twister take increased fire damage. So that's what I mean when I was talking about different elements, which I like. When you use a signature spell, you gain 5 arcane power. That's why we have so much magic. However, increase your maximum arcane power by 20 and arcane power regeneration by 2.5. Now, this is our arcane power, isn't it? Yeah. So do we end up wanting to gain more arcane power by using our lightning attack, or do we want to have a bigger pool to dump into for our spells? I think the bigger pool is going to end up working out better, because I want to be using, like, I'm using all of our side attacks a little bit more than we're using our signature, like, just normal generic lightning. Is there the random event down there? No, it isn't, because otherwise this thing down there, that weird Iron Maiden trap would actually be glowing. And then you want to walk all the way down there. Wait. It's not glowing, but it is on our map, so the quest is actually here. Hello? Or is this the event already? Just this. Oh, it is. Okay. Well, that's kind of weird. Normally it would end up glowing and you had to actually kind of, like, interact with it. Maybe they ended up changing it? Oh, now it's glowing. Okay, whatever. I think back in the day, I don't even think there was a boss enemy to actually, like, free this guy. So that's pretty nuts. Well, at least we got some free X points, and we can teleport out. I love that. I don't think we're gonna swap teleportation out for anything. Let's recast our armor. You know what? You guys are jerks. Yeah, I was trying to teleport, but I'm not used to the cooldown on the spell just yet. Get over here so you can die. Oh, they're all dead. I don't care, let's teleport in and just fight whatever's in here. Even though I say not using my signature move, we're still using it, aren't we? Yeah, we're still using it quite a bit, but we don't necessarily need to. Look at the amount of mana that we actually have now. Jeez Louise. Now, this is another spot where random generation, you can actually have a merchant up there. And you gotta watch out for them, because those merchants end up having a rare chance of selling some pretty good stuff. Like, the merchants in this game are not entirely useful. Not entirely useless is what I meant to say. Jeez. Oh boy, so it looks like we might end up going a little bit more overtime than I planned to, folks, because we're gonna end up killing this boss here. So yeah, sorry about that, everybody. Gonna be going a bit overtime, but that's okay. More Diablo is fine. Now, the objective that we're trying to do in this area is we kind of have to explore the environment and find these prisoners, like this guy right here, and we have to free 6 of them before we end up activating the boss, and then actually, outside of that, like after this quest, this is actually the last boss, not including elite mobs and stuff like that, but this is the last boss before we end up getting to the act boss. I totally thought we could teleport through there, rip me. But yeah, so that's pretty cool, because that means that in the next episode, we're probably gonna end up getting to the butcher already, folks. Are they trying to kamikaze? No, they are not. That's just kind of what they do. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, at least we have that extra mana pool. That's beautiful. And we got a legendary. And it's a two-hander too. I like two-handed weapons. Especially the fact that we get to use them on our magic man. I want to take a peek at that. I want to take a peek. So, usually speaking as well, more often than not, oh, we can't teleport in there despite the fact that we can cast our attacking spells in there. Rip me. I don't know why I thought that we could teleport in there for some weird reason. Man, we're leveling up like crazy though. That's nice. I mean, granted, we are rocking like a very powerful gem on our helmet, but whatever. How can you blame me? And if we ended up getting more stuff. Okay. Arcane Torrent. Unleash a torrent of powerful... who cares? Hydra can be Meteor instead. Let's actually swap out our Storm Armor. You know what? I'm not casting Hydra that often. Hydra is beautiful. 165% is fire. Okay. Meteor. Look at this. It's already like so powerful too, because it ends up taking so much mana to actually cast. But, oh man. I cannot wait. Yes! Oh, that's so beautiful, man. I've also seen, too... Let's teleport so that we move faster. I've also seen, in videos as well, the other, like, elements on the Meteor, and, oh, they look so beautiful. Like, seriously. I would love to spec towards a fire class, but... I don't know. We'll just have to see, folks, because it honestly depends on the luck of the draw. You know, it depends on what we end up actually getting as a drop. Ooh, we got very lucky. So normally we could explore this whole area. I'm not going to, because otherwise we'll be here all day. That's okay, because I'm excited to get to Act 2. We're not going to get to Act 2 today, but we definitely will in the next episode, folks, just because that guy had a lot of gold for a dead guy, didn't he? All right, we're gonna get to use Meteor on this guy. I think this is the Warden, right? Where are you? Where you at, dum-dum? Spawn on me already. Yee! Yep. Now, that's the thing about the Meteor as well, is the amount of time that it actually takes to cast the spell is pretty nuts, man. So you kind of got to lure the enemies out in, like, just kind of in the area, and that's why, like, it's actually working very well with our dome, you know, with our speed dome going on, like, really. So I got also see what our legendary was, but we'll actually check that in 2 seconds here, folks, because we're almost at the next spot, and I'm pretty sure that they have a waypoint down here. Maybe they don't. It's been a long time, so I don't honestly know. Oh, I love that spell. I love that spell. Look at them all fly. Yeah! Now, we could go in there and talk to Deadly Oric about a stupid bunch of lore, but honestly, I don't really care. That's okay. Halls of Agony 3. Yeah, so you know what? Let's actually teleport to town, see what our legendary is, and we'll kind of continue where we left off in the next episode. I don't remember if there's a waypoint there, but otherwise that's going to be the last dungeon before we end up getting to the boss, folks. So, yeah. What about this? Now, it's got 2 sockets in it. Now, the red ones, what do they do when they're in pants? When they're in other, they just give strength, so that's not really that big a deal. We would end up gaining a lot more defense and recovery, but that's okay. We don't really need that. That one's got strength. This one's beautiful. That one is okay, but we don't really need it. That shield is actually quite insane and is actually going to make us stronger. Chance to deal an area damage on hit. That's kind of weird. Well, that'll give us quite a bit of defense, but let's actually see what this 2-handed sword ends up doing. Probably gonna throw our attack through the roof, because that's usually what these end up doing. Yep. Oh, and it actually gives us a lot more XP too, so we're gonna lose a bunch of defense, but I don't care. It's beautiful. Oh, it's that electric sword. I've actually seen quite a few people going through the game recently, just in random multiplayer games, that end up having this, so I'm pretty sure it's one of the starting swords and stuff. So I'm gonna have to try and find, what does this do when it's on a weapon? Just more damage, critical hit, thorn damage, that's weird, and life per hit. Ooh. Otherwise, more thorn damage. I'll probably end up putting, well, no, I don't want to use that one, because that'd be a little bit, excuse me, too strong. Life per hit. Do we use that? What about increases damage against elites by 3%? Yup, I like that one. Alright, so thanks so much for watching, everybody. Very much appreciate it. Hope you all enjoyed. Do not forget to duke in the like button, share, favorite, and subscribe to join Team Pixel. Sign away and stay epic.